Hi folks, this is Fred from Montgomery's Garden, and I'm here to talk about inexpensive growing stations. We picked up some lighting at a restore. These fixtures, typically it's a four light bulb fixture that normally goes for about $100. We got these quite inexpensively. They were $1 a piece at the restore. You can get them if some businesses are doing remodeling and sometimes they're getting rid of this stuff. You can go somewhere and maybe ask somebody if you could have them for free. These are the old, these are the T12s, which basically T12s is the diameter of the grow light. They also have T8s and T5s, which are smaller sizes but a bit more expensive. In the long run, you'll save energy on them, but the cost, I don't know if it's worth it getting for the amount of time you're going to use on each growing season. When you do buy these fixtures, or if you can get them for cheap or for free, a lot of these are hardwired in. We had to get, we bought 8-foot outlet plugs for them, and I had to rewire these. Also, we put new ballasts inside because sometimes you'll find that if you replace the bulbs, it might not come on or might not work or they might flicker, and that could be because there's a bad ballast. So you have to take this piece out, take these apart, and you can put new ballast inside. We have 4 of these that we redid, and I put the long cords on them so that, because they're all stacked, I put the long cords so they could all go into an outlet on the floor. I have a strip plug for them. Basically, I also put in reflective tape. I put the reflective tape in so that you can get as much light per square inch as you possibly can get. We have four light bulbs, so you've got 4 light bulbs, which is more than 2, which gives you a lot as it is, and then even more with the reflective tape. The other thing is when you buy them, we bought the shelving units at it was either Home Depot or Lowe's, and we had to make sure that we got the right size shelving unit for the fixture that we're putting in there. I actually had to bang these corners in on all 4 corners to get it to fit inside of the shelving unit that we bought. And then, of course, it has these little holes here for these chains, and these chains can be adjusted on these S-hooks during the season. As the plants grow higher, then you can raise these chains up a little bit so that the leaves are not touching and burning themselves on the lights. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We're going to go inside next, and I'm going to show you our grow station and how these things go in. We'll see you then. So now we're inside, and this is our $79 heavy-duty shelving unit that we got. And these shelves are made of particle board, and they're not the greatest thing to use. It'd be better to have a thin plywood or something, but as we all know, that particle board doesn't hold up to water. So if this gets wet, then you're done and it's going to fall apart. So what I did is, these are the plastic pieces that came with these light fixtures underneath. So what I do is I'll just put this plastic piece on, and that'll be like partial protection from the water if any water gets through. And then I have these contractor plastic bags that I'll just put a contractor bag over that, and that's what we'll put all the flats on. Now, what I did if you look down here at the bottom, we put a carpet down underneath. It's just a throw carpet, and it's like double thickness. And I got these from Lowe's. These are washer machine foot pads. So, and it's like a thick rubber. So this is just a sharp edge on this. So I put that on top of there to protect our hardwood floors, so we don't put gouges in our floors. And as far as connecting the light fixtures, what I did is I drilled holes into the edges here, And then what I did was I put bolts up through. If you look down on this bottom one here, I put a bolt with a nut on top of it, and I wrapped the chain for the light fixture around that bolt, and that pretty much holds that light fixture in place. And they are adjustable with those S-hooks like I showed you before, and that's pretty much what holds it all in place. And if you could see right here, the reason why I banged these corners in was to get it in here. The distance between the two legs was skinnier than the distance, the thickness of the light fixture. So I had to bang these edges in just to, you know, make it fit. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I have all these fixtures plugged into this one strip light, which is it's set on a timer. So I can time these for how many hours I want them to be on during the day. Just plug it in and forget about it. You don't even have to go back to it. It automatically comes on and turns off every day. And these long cords, the reason why I have them 8 feet long is that so the top cord can make it all the way down to the light fixture. Otherwise, if you have too short cords, then you're going to have to tape your light fixture up into your strip outlet up in the middle and bring all your cords to them and put them in the middle. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We can fit 4 flats per shelf, and I've got 4 shelves here, so we can do 16 flats of plants. And as they grow, see, when they're real small, I'll start the light down low, and then as they grow higher, I can adjust. And some plants grow bigger than others, so I'll have to keep all sizes on one shelf. And once they get to a certain height, once they get to about this height, then I have to set up my outdoor greenhouses, and I've got heated greenhouses, and then I'll have to put them into the greenhouses and just swap out and rotate stuff as we go along. So that's pretty much it. And thank you for watching Montgomery's Garden. And